It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Ben Banagoo. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Lawrence. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That's out quickly to Shenault. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Again, it's Lawrence. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
At the 16-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Winslow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Lawrence will throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Andre Cisco there on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. They find some open field here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll run here with Taylor. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Jaguars' 11-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. On play action, Lawrence. Flushed out right. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 42 yards. And the Jags will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Winslow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Winslow. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now Lawrence on first down. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Second and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Right back to Chenault. This time he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars! Laviska Chenault from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
4 yards remain for second down. A give for Taylor running right side. And some room to work. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 74 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Into the secondary again. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on 1st down. Winslow. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The final shot before break. Winslow. Throw left side here complete to Campbell. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Oh, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact, and then his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Lawrence going to kick this outside to Chenault.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back and enters interception return for a Colts TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So the Colts now bringing the offense back onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he is out of bounds here on the return. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? They go play action now. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A big play there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 34-yard line. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play action. It's Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Touchdown! His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes this a 9-point game. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Winslow. He's going up top for Taylor. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Running out of the gun with ETN. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Lawrence. That's caught by Hollister. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. They'll look to throw. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
The pass complete to number 16. 2 yards on the play. And the Colts.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Winslow. Jaguar pressure and Jaguar sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Flush to his right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Quiddy Pay picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Touchdown, Jaguars! Laviska Shenault, 76 yards. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did it. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. From the gun, Winslow. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. On first down, Winslow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that will extend this big lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. On first down, Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jaguar season will continue at least one more week as we say so long, everybody.